Thank you very much on behalf of Chief Carroll and the members of the Stoughton Firefighter. I'd like to thank all our distinguished guests that come here from the state and the town of Stoughton, our friends and family members of Stoughton Firefighter, and our Stoughton Firefighter. Thank you all for coming. With that said, I'd like to ask Mallory Reed and Annie Beck, daughters of retired Deputy Chief Scott Reed, granddaughter of Senior Firefighter Roy Beck, and daughter of Lieutenant Michael Beck, to sing the national anthem. Everyone, please stand. If they will, thank you.
Good morning. To our firefighters, retirees, members of the community, Representative Phillips, Representative Jones, select board members, Deborah Rogers, and Joe Christie, welcome. And thank you for joining us on this meaningful Firefighter Sunday. Today we gather in tradition and unity. Remember those who served before us and to honor those who serve today. And to reflect on a mission we proudly carry forward. This marks our first Firefighter Sunday at the Street Station. A space built for the future, rooted in pride of our past. This new station isn't just brick and mortar. It's where the next generation will be mentored, molded, and made ready. The fire service is evolving rapidly and relentlessly. Today's firefighter is not just responding to fires. We respond to medical emergencies, and we serve as hazardous material responders, technical rescue specialists, mental health advocates, and community educators. We all in more complex emergencies have to operate under critical stress and limited time, and often face increased mental and physical strain. Yet through this all, our members continue to perform with professionalism, courage, and dignity. Across every group of our department, I see excellence. And I known for their composure and leadership under pressure, earned the trust of new recruits and seasoned members alike. Most notable, they led rescue operations at a 4-mile fire circle for this past April, evacuating residents trapped on third floor balcony. Group 2, you bring an unmatched work ethic, whether it's midnight structure fire or station training evolution. Group 2 is always ready, first in, last out. Their efforts were evident in the October house fire at Condo River Drive, where they bravely rescued a 9-year-old woman and her dog from first floor fire. Group 3, steady hands, dependable presence. They handled critical incidents with skill and consistency. Their reliability during high-pressure situations and make them the backbone of our operations. Group 4, often embraces. Group 4 embraces new challenges, reacts quickly, and has assisted several department initiatives that have improved safety, response, and a vital tradition that continues across our groups is the responsibility to train members from their first steps into the firehouse. Recruits are shaped not only by policies and protocols, but by the mentorship, example, and pride passed on by senior firefighters. This tradition shows that every generation of Stoughton firefighters inherit not only skills, but values, courage, teamwork, and accountability. It's in the kitchen table, should I say exactly kitchen table talks, in the graveyard, and in the quiet moments after a high call, where the fire service is truly gone. We've had 4 years of accomplishment, I feel, with this administration, despite the challenges this department has advanced in ways that define our resilience and progress. We've secured critical grant funding for gear, equipment, and EMS enhancements. We replaced aging apparatus, bringing on frontline units better suited for today's emergencies and events. Just recently, the support of the town meeting, which secured $2.2 million for a new aerial ladder apparatus that will transcend our capabilities, not only on the fireground, but on many emergencies. We expanded and modernized our training program, ensuring every firefighter is prepared for evolving threats. Under the mantra, we have to keep doing everything right when something goes wrong. We launched mutual coordination efforts, becoming a trusted regional partner. Trust us so much that now we respond to every district in the city of Providence. And just last Friday, Fire Chief became Fire Chief, called me and asked that Stoughton, because of our recent staffing, is to be automatically an emergency fire campaign in every district. We made mental health and wellness a priority, offering resources and support beyond the fire. And most recently, we started work on integrating community health and public health services under the umbrella of Stoughton Fire Department, redefining what it means to serve town Stoughton. These aren't just check boxes, they're milestones. They're evidence of the department not resting on its reputation, but actively building a stronger future. In closing, to our firefighters, your work matters. Every hour, every shift, every act of service contributes to something greater To your families, thank you for your constant support and sacrifice. And to the community, we thank you for trusting us to protect what matters most. As fire chief, I could not be more proud of who we are and what we've accomplished and what lies ahead. As we look to the future, may we carry forward lessons of the past with strength and solidarity. May we continue to serve with honor, courage, and grit. Thank you. God bless us, Firefighter, and may He watch over those who serve and those who will lost.
On behalf of Local 1512, President of the Local, Lieutenant Gregory Goldberg. Stand corrected, Justin Goldberg.
Good morning. Thank everybody. I want to thank everybody for coming to the first of many Firefighter Memorial Sundays in this beautiful facility that we now get to call home. To the members of the community, thank you for your constant support to the members of Local 1512, also known as your Stoughton Fire Department. To the retirees, thank you for paving the path for us to follow and continue to make this organization better than we found it. To our distinguished guests, thank you for your continued support. What is a firefighter? As the chief said, we respond to all different types of emergencies, and we show up on the worst days of people's lives. Whether that be an emergency medical, a house fire, a car accident, or they just don't know who to call. That's what makes a firefighter. What makes a Stoughton firefighter? That's stopping in between calls on an extremely busy shift to a lemonade stand, raising money for childhood cancer. It's raising money for muscular dystrophy. It's driving kids to school in the fire truck on their days off. And it's educating the public in fire safety and teaching them why this is a premier organization. That's what puts this organization above all, and I am proud to represent the men and women of the Stoughton Fire Department, and thank you all for doing what you do. Thank you for coming.
Lieutenant Goldberg, on behalf of the Commonwealth representatives, Bill Galvin and Ted Phillips, please sit.
Very impressive showing this morning. Congratulations to all that are here this morning. I first want to say, before I get into my prepared remarks, that those two young ladies did an excellent job. Unbelievable. Music, I mean, that's very difficult to do. Thank you, good morning. Good morning, Chief Carroll, fellow elected officials, distinguished guests, and members of the Stoughton Fire Department, and retirees. It is an honor to deliver remarks at this solemn event. Today we gather at this fire station to honor the members of the Stoughton Fire Department who have gone before us. We are honored. We are here to honor their service to humanity, fellow firefighters, and the town of Stoughton. We are here to pay tribute to their memory of remembering their courage and sense of duty. The word hero is defined as anyone who, in the face of danger and adversity, displays courage and the will for self-sacrifice. The firefighters we remember and pay tribute to today, as well as all the members of the Stoughton Fire Department, past and present, meet the definition of hero. I would like to thank all of you for your bravery, courage, and service to the people of Stoughton and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. You are all my heroes, and you are the heroes of our state. In closing, please know that on Beacon Hill, I will continue to honor the memory of your loved ones and the fallen firefighters by supporting legislation that protects our brave and selfless firefighters of today. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, everybody. It is a privilege to be with you all this morning. We do so mindful that this is actually the 30th Firefighter Memorial Sunday without Victor Millennium. His story, his sacrifice, is a stirring reminder to all of us in this room of the risks that are borne by the brave men and women of the Stoughton Fire Department and fire departments around the state, of what happens when you answer the call, not knowing if it is the last call that you are going to answer. In that spirit, on behalf of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, on behalf of the House of Representatives, Representative Galvin and I are just so grateful to be here to offer our respect, our admiration, our gratitude, just our thanks for all of the brave men and women in this department, not just in this department, but their families. Their families who serve and sacrifice every day by letting them come here on weekends, by having them come here on weekends, on holidays, giving up family time to make sure that we are all safe as we get to celebrate throughout all the many days of our lives. So with that, I just want to say thank you. It's truly a privilege to be here. It is truly a privilege to mark these mornings with you. God bless the Stoughton Fire Department and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, for your continued service to the town of Stoughton and the members of Stoughton Fire Department. Appreciate it. On behalf of our select board, the Honorable Joe McCristy, say a few words. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Deborah Roberts. I am the Vice Chair of the Stoughton Select Board. It is an honor to be here again this year. We recognize all of the sacrifices that the Stoughton firefighters make to our community. I just want to say, we see you, we know you, and it's heartwarming to know that you are there when we need. So thank you. We appreciate you. God bless the Stoughton firefighters, and God bless us. With that, another select person, Joseph McChrystal.
Good morning, all. That national anthem was beautiful. And if everybody got up here, they'd say the same thing. But that's the gem of Stoughton, right there. The youth, it's out making a difference, representing their community, making their families proud, I guarantee that. Our retirees, the gem of Stoughton, put their lives on the line, who were there for us when we needed them, and answers the call 24/7. Thank you to each and every one of you. To our firefighters lined up, ready to do the job right now in a moment's notice. Those are the people that serve our town today, selflessly. There's not a time card on it. Service around the clock. There when they need us. That's a gem of Stoughton. There's lots of gems in Stoughton. And one time I had the unfortunate occasion, 3 years in a row, to find 3 people that had passed away. And the last one was my best friend's mom, who I kind of watched over here, COVID and so forth. And I was sitting in her living room while the EMTs, police came in. And I thought one time, when we say to a veteran that's a retiree or currently in the armed services, police, fire, we say thank you for your service. What are we thanking them for? Doing the job? Great. We need somebody to do the job. Thank you. Right? Going to the dangerous calls. We mentioned earlier, 30 years without Victor Melendi. And I saw the smiles at the 30th anniversary when they had their fundraising over in Brockton. I forget the name of the brewery. But we actually toasted on a can of last call. Hey, Wade, Robert. And it was great. But again, we know it can happen still. It hit me then that I believe when we say thank you, we're thanking for the stress that you take home. The things that you see and can never unsee. And we know those memories are alive in each and every one of us in different situations. And that risk is out there. And our health as human beings means a lot to everybody. And thankfully, your department heads, the police chief, the fire chief, the town manager, have been working on programs to make sure that's available. We are a world-class town. Sometimes we look at social media, people got some different opinions. But when the rubber hits the road, this is what it's all about. Everybody in this room is doing their part one way or another. I know I can speak for the vice chair as well, is that sitting on the select board sometimes can be a tedious job because you really don't know, and sometimes you make decisions that you think are right at the time, but maybe time goes on, you would have done it differently. The retirees, each and every one of them, they know me. Some back when I was a kid, will probably sit there saying, he's actually just elected still. But with age, we all smarten up a little bit, we do things differently. And I can remember interactions with each and every one of you. And a couple maybe not good, but I learned from them. And that was the most important thing. So, gentlemen, each and every one of you, thank you. I did have somebody ask me that we had fire on the old anti-fire truck, we had helmets. And there was one for the Kilmer family, one for the Melendi family. And I haven't put them back on the truck yet because we're going to be adding Firefighter Frederick Lillard from occupational cancer. That'll be on that truck as well. And the firefighters are here, they all know getting those helmet shields, I like the ear, weight. And I have mine finally in the line. So when that comes in, we'll be putting those back a little bit differently. Tradition is they hang from the line, and I have them somewhere else. So you will see them again. And I want to thank the union for all their support. As a select board member, you need to be able to talk to people. And you've got to be able to hear it from them. You've got to hear it from how the job affects them. And it's always different. But I want to thank Lieutenant Goldberg and his staff. The command staff at the Stoughton Fire Department is aces. And finally, we give them this building. Well deserved. Well overdue. And to the retirees, so you couldn't enjoy it as much. But they must have been walking around saying, my gosh, because we could probably fit Freedom Street here twice anyway. So, but thank you all for being here, to the firefighters, retirees, thank you very much for your service.
My apologies, Madam Roberts, for without the select board's help, this station doesn't happen, and the current renovations at 30 Freeman Street, which hopefully Chief Carroll will be celebrating the 100th anniversary of 30 Freeman Street during next year's Firefighter Sunday. Get there, about 6 months out to be complete. The following members of Stoughton Fire Department, please come forward to be recognized for years of service. Lieutenant James Campbell, front and center. Senior Firefighter Paul McCafferty. Lieutenant Timothy Carroll. Firefighter Brian Ernst. Firefighter Ian Kurtnitis, I wanted to let you know that he couldn't make it this weekend. He's serving our country with the Army Reserves. He's also being recognized for his service award. For 30 years of dedicated and distinguished service, Lieutenant James Campbell. For 25 years of dedicated service to Stoughton Fire Department and over 27 years of dedicated service to the fire service, Senior Firefighter Paul McCaffrey. For over 20 years of service, Stoughton Fire Department, Lieutenant Timothy Carroll. Over 20 years of service to Stoughton Fire Department, Firefighter Brian Ernst. Thank you, gentlemen. Well, bell detail post.
Roll call, Dr. Firefighter. Charles Wayne, 1948, Fire Lieutenant. William Corbin, 1952, Captain. Everett Winship, 1959, Fire Lieutenant. Chester Smith, 1961, Deputy Fire Chief. Arthur Dyker, 1964, Call Firefighter. Edward Kelleher, 1966, Permanent Firefighter, Line of Duty. Kenneth Roach, 1966, Call Firefighter. Wallace Billings, 1969, Permanent Firefighter. Frederick H. High, 1971, Chief of Department. Ronald Campbell, 1976, Captain, Auxiliary Fire Department. John F. Connors, 1977, Call Firefighter. Bernard Smith, 1981, Call Firefighter. William McNamara, 1982, Call Firefighter. Leo F. Roach, 1985, Permanent Firefighter. Eugene O'Neill, 1987, Permanent Firefighter. David Beals, 1989, Permanent Firefighter. Robert Buckley, 1989, Call Firefighter. Eugene Palucci, 1992, Call Firefighter. James H. Fowler, 1994, Deputy Fire Chief. Louis Pacifica, 1994, call firefighter. Victor C. Melendez, 1995, permanent firefighter, line of duty. Elmer Lothrop, 1995, call firefighter. Clyde Holmes, 1995, permanent firefighter. Milton Bishop Jr., 1996, call firefighter. Arthur Royal Madden Sr., 1996, call firefighter. John E. Newman Jr., 1997, fire lieutenant. Emil Leck, 1999, call firefighter. Leo Riley, 2000, call firefighter. James M. Carroll, 2000, permanent firefighter. Ed Lyons Sr., 2001, call firefighter. Harold Moore, 2002, call firefighter. Pat Catalano, 2002, permanent firefighter. James Purcell, 2002, fire lieutenant, call firefighter. Robert Blair, 2002, call firefighter. Ronald Lee, 2005, call firefighter. Earl Bud McMahon, 2006, call firefighter. Richard Vic Cherry, 2007, call firefighter. John Lowe Moriarty, 2007, call firefighter. John J. McClaney, 2007, permanent firefighter. John R. Lacasse, 2008, fire captain. Richard Barber, 2008, permanent firefighter. Bradford O. Wilbur, 2009, permanent firefighter. Arthur N. Corbett, 2009, deputy fire chief. Charles Lindsay, 2009, permanent firefighter. Harold A. Sprague Jr., 2010, call firefighter. Ronald Bishop, 2010, fire lieutenant. Joseph Kelly, 2010, fire lieutenant. Eldon F. Bo Laurel, 2012, houseman. Paul J. Rhodes Sr., 2012, chief of department. William Miller, 2012, fire mechanic. Richard Fontana Rosa, 2013, permanent firefighter. Charles Lodge, 2013, fire lieutenant. Francis Fran Stetson, 2013, administrative assistant. Beryl Melman, 2013, fire dispatcher. Arnold Brent Holmes, 2015, chief, auxiliary fire department. Lawrence Stoloff, 2015, deputy fire chief. Francis Noe, 2015, permanent firefighter. Anthony Tony Novello, 2016, deputy fire chief. Arthur Bretton Bishop, 2017, permanent firefighter. John Jack Patterson, 2017, permanent firefighter. Charles C.H. Fallon, 2018, permanent firefighter. Jerry Capizzoli, 2018, call firefighter. Harry Mendel, 2019, permanent firefighter. 2020, Fire Lieutenant. Winslow Weston, 2020, Permanent Firefighter. Lewis Brigwell, 2021, Fire Lieutenant. William Bembury, 2021, Permanent Firefighter. Frederick Freddie Little, 2022, Permanent Firefighter, Line of Duty. Kenneth James Connors, 2024, Call Firefighter. Leo McGowan, 2024, Permanent Firefighter. Detail or
Placing of the wreath of the Chief of Department, Chief Carroll, and the Union President, Lieutenant Justin Fuller. Thank you, gentlemen. Flag detail. Post. Raise the flag from half-mast to the full mast. Ladies and gentlemen, the flag is at half-mast right now to signify the sacrifice and service of our departed members of Stoughton Fire Department. Our flag detail will bring it back to full mast so the town, the residents know that 24/7, 365, this station and community will be staffed to protect the lives and property of the residents of Stoughton Fire. Present pump. Order, arms.
order, arm.
Left, peace. It's my honor, on behalf of Chief Carroll and members of Stoughton Fire Department, to read the firefighter's prayer for this year's Firefighter Sunday remembrance. May our department members not be forgotten. Brother, when you weep for me, remember that it was meant to be. Lay me down, and when you leave, remember I'll be at your sleeve. In every dark and choking hall, I'll be there as you slowly crawl. On every roof, driving snow, I'll hold your coat, and you will know. In cellars hot, with searing heat, at windows where the gate you beat, in closets where young children hide, you know I'll be there at your side. The house from which we do respond, with overstaffed, with heroes gone. Men and women answered one last bell, did the job, and did it well. Our firemen, we understand that any card may be dealt in our hands. A card we hope we never play, or one we hope there anyway. This card is something we ignore as we cross a weakened floor. For we know that we're the only prayer for anyone this might be there. So remember as you wipe your tears, the joy I've known throughout the years. As I did the job I love to do, I pray that God will see you through. God bless everyone here. God bless our departed members. And God bless the members of Stoughton Fire Department and the residents of Stoughton. This concludes our formal procession of the ceremony. Thank you all for coming, and please join us for refreshments and food afterwards, and feel free to tour the new facility. This is the People's House after all. Thank you very much.